Hi guys, this is a video to take you on a tour of room 320. So as soon as you walk in from the door, you see the welcome sign here. If there are any papers right there, you need to pick them up. There are tissues and usually there are mints in there. Take whatever you want. Make sure you put things back though. Down here are the reference sheets that we usually use on tests. And right next to it are some supplies, scissors, calculators, rulers, glue sticks, colored pencils. There are dry erase boards here that sometimes we'll use. In here are the dry erase markers and erasers. And then here are wet erase markers that sometimes we might need to use. Stapler, sharpener, tape, extra pens and pencils. And then these red pens we use a lot to trade and grade some assignments. Trash and recycling. These are the lab stations. Right here in the corner is typically where you turn things in. So if you look at this here, this says turn in, and then there's different periods. So let's say you're in fourth period, you turn your stuff in here where it says fourth, turn in. After I grade them, unless it's a test or something, I put them back in the pickup. So whenever you have a few minutes, you can grab the pickup for your class and look through it and get your papers. We also have AP handouts and honors handouts here. So if you miss a day, the extra handouts will be there. So the next day, grab whatever you need. And then in here are some extra periodic tables and some blank paper as well if you need it. Again, stapler, 3-hole punch and tape. These are the little slips for late assignments. You fill this out and staple it to your assignment if it's late. And then these are tutoring slips if you help somebody in regular chem or in any other class related to chemistry. You fill this out and put it in the turn-in box. If there are any assignments that I don't collect up front, this is where you turn them in, and again, this is where you pick them up. Again, we have some extra pens and pencils and then red pens for grading. If you miss a test or a quiz, right here next to my desk in this purple folder, it says makeup tests. So you open it up and find your test. And then when you are done, you put it in the turn-in box. Don't put it back in the folder here. After I grade my tests, I will show them to you and then pick them up and keep them with me. If you need to look at them, if you're in AP Chem, there will be a folder in here with your name on it. You can just come and grab your folder and put it back. If you're in Honors Chem, I grade them. I put them in here by class, so you're gonna need to let me know, and I'll pick them up for you. But graded tests stay in this room. They do not leave this room. Right here are the beads or the marbles that I use. When you do something good, you get a bead or a marble. You put it in here. And we count them at the end of the quarter and you get some prizes. These are the goggle cabinets. If it says clean, that means those obviously are cleaned. You turn the key and then open it. And then to open this part, there's like a little latch right here that you just push on and it opens. When you are done, you grab the sign that says dirty, switch this out right here, and then put your dirty ones in here so that I can close them. This has a UV light that sanitizes the goggles. And we have 2 goggle cabinets, so whichever one says is clean is the one that you want to use. All right, for lab stuff, here is the broken glass bucket. If you break glass, you just put it in here. We don't put it in the trash. This is an eye wash and a safety shower. There is another eye wash right here in the corner. This one's probably a little bit less messy. So you just push this towards the sink and it works. Safety stuff, fire extinguisher and fire blanket. We use the fire extinguisher on things. We use blankets on people. Right here is the first aid kit. And again, the safety shower and the extra eye wash here. For your lab stations, they are numbered. You'll see big white numbers here. So let's say you're working at lab station 8. So right there, you're going to go here. There is a paper right here that tells you what should be in each of your drawers and cabinets and all that stuff. Let's start with the top drawer here. It says tools. So in here you'll find all the tools that you'd need, like tongs and markers and pipettes and matches and all kinds of stuff. And again, it shows you right here what should be there. The second drawer says glassware. So that's where all the beakers and graduate cylinders and Erlenmeyer flasks are. And again, it shows you a picture of what should be in there here. The next drawer, so these are the two drawers that we're going to use in all our classes. These will be very rarely used, probably just for AP Chem. It's a stir plate with that's a magnet there. And then this is AP storage. This is typically empty if you're in AP Chem and we're doing a 2-day lab and you want to store your stuff. You mark it with your name and put it there. The cabinet. This is the stuff that's in the cabinet, usually a Bunsen burner and the test tube rack and stuff like that right here again for you. On top here of your lab station, you will find a little caddy that has hand soap, dish soap, cleaner for the table, and then you have your test tube brushes, different sizes, and a sponge. And then this is the tin can for when you put the lit matches. And again, there's a picture of it here. Please, please, please put things back where you found them. If it was in the top drawer, put it in the top drawer. If it was in the caddy, put it in the caddy. One of my big pet peeves is people not putting things back in the right spot. So please put them in the right spot. So this is your lab station. You also have a balance here that you typically share with the lab station next to you. These are very expensive. They're over $1,000. They're about $1,500. And so please take good care of them. We have weigh boats in different sizes. We also have weigh paper. So whether you use a weigh boat or weigh paper, what you do is you grab whichever one you're going to use. You slide this door open right here, put it on there, hit 0. And then when it says 0.000, that's when you open. You add your substance and then close and measure. When you are done, please make sure you use a brush to clean your balance. Again, these are very, very expensive. If there are chemicals on here, sometimes they corrode the balances, so please clean up after yourself. There's also hand soap right here in addition to the hand soap that's here, and paper towels all around the room. The chemical safety hood. So this is called the chemical hood or the fume hood. It is right here. There's ventilation in this hood. Typically, if we're doing something that is giving off lots of fumes, we'll leave them in the hood. Or if you have waste, the waste beaker is typically in the hood here. All right, that's it for our tour. Make sure you ask if you have any questions about where anything is.